Hello, Miss Taylor's class. How are you doing, writers? So today, what we're going to take care of is we are going to look at our chapter titles, and we're going to move from chapter titles and our subheadings into our drafting of our chapters for our nonfiction unit. So I'm going to share with you what my process is in thinking and then moving from our organizer into our chapters. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And here we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you notice that Miss Taylor has her chapter organizer, and each of you has one of these. And so this is going to be chapter number 1. Now remember, my book is about cockroaches, so you may want to do that. You might want to go ahead and put your chapter, your book title rather, on there. And so I have my chapter 1. And then my chapter 1 is titled, What is a Cockroach? Now remember, this is my organizer, so these don't have to be complete sentences. These are the things that I'm going to write about in my chapter. These are just my thoughts. So I know that I want to tell you that a cockroach is an insect. I do want to talk about that, okay? And I want to talk to you about that there are many species. As a matter of fact, I have a number. We're going to talk about that. And then I'm going to talk to you about how they are pests. Now, I want you to notice, I don't really even have a phrase. I just have even words that are going to help me in my thinking when I want to begin my chapter writing. So I'm going to take that. And now it's time for you to grab your binder. After you do that, you're going to grab your binder. Now, remember, I'm going to keep this to the side. Now, you're not going to see it in the screen, but I'm just going to put that right there. So you'll see that I really have my notes beside me. So on my sheet of paper, remember, we're not going to write on the back. We're not going to write on the back. So if you would like to, you could maybe take your pencil and put a big X on the back, so you know not to write on the back. We don't want any writing on the back this time. So here we are. Here's my paper. Now, I'm not going to put my name on this one because this is my chapter number 1. All right. So I'm going to put at the top, chapter 1, what is a cockroach? Question mark. And I'm going to answer that question for you. Now, remember, I have my notes sitting beside me. Now, I am going to skip lines. So if you need to, you can go ahead and put a little dot. You know, you don't have to make your dots so large that, you know, they're taking up half your page. Unnecessary. So there we are. And the first thing I want to tell you that is an insect. All right. Remember, I'm going to indent, so I'm going to put my finger down so I can put either 2 fingers down this way or a little finger over. Here we go. Do you know what a cockroach is? Well, I'm going to tell you. Now, I'm going to go make another paragraph because now that's asked you a question and then I told you what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to do it, which is tell you about it. A cockroach is an insect Notice I'm not worried about spelling, so I can go ahead and cross it off and keep going. Insect, which means it has 6 legs, antenna, an abdomen, and wings. All right, I'm finished with the first one. Check. There are, now notice I started a new paragraph because I'm changing the top. We talked about insect. Now I'm talking about species, which means that's a new paragraph. So scooch that first word over. There are 3,500 different species or types of cockroaches around the world. Check it off. And now the last word. Most people hate cockroaches. Oh, I gotta scooch it up. You guys can't see. Because they are pests that get into your food and carry diseases. Ooh, I need another piece of paper because I have to have a concluding sentence. Last, that, oh, I don't like that. Now, you know a little bit about what a cockroach is. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, there's chapter 1. Chapter 1. Now, oh, I'm going to put an X on the back of that. Notice what I did. You want to start with your organizer. My book is about cockroaches, but my chapter 1 is, what is a cockroach? Here are the 3 things I'm going to talk about. I could have added 4, but I only wanted 3. And here's my notebook paper. Notice I have my chapter 1 and title at the top. I indented each of my paragraphs when I moved to a new topic, and I skipped lines and no writing on the back. Wow, that was a lot of work, but I'm excited about what I did, and I'm excited about my story, even though most people don't like cockroaches. It's okay. So writers, here's your mind work for today. You are to complete your organizer and move right to your chapter 1 writing. And then you're going to go to your chapter 2 organizer and then right to your drafting of chapter 2. And if you use your time wisely, you might get to your chapter 3. All right, writers, off you go.